What is up? This is your LA in a minute, and I'm at Zankou Chicken to do two things. One, to have one of their delicious roasted chicken pita wraps, and two, tell you about the Zankou chicken murders. So Zankou is the name of a river in Armenia, but the garlic paste and chicken shawarma originate in 60s era Beirut, Lebanon, where many Armenians settled after fleeing the genocide. It's also where the first Zankou chicken opened in 1962 by Armenian Varkis Iskandarian and his family. When Varkis and Markreed came to America to flee Beirut with their children, they first attempted a dry cleaning business, thinking they'd leave Zankou behind. But their son, Mardiros, persisted with the idea of bringing Zankou to Los Angeles. Eventually, Mardiros' idea won out. And so in 1983, in a mini mall in East Hollywood, the Iskandarians started serving their inimitable chicken along with their famous garlic sauce. The food caught on with LA's growing Middle Eastern population, and soon Mardiros was ready to expand. His mother and sisters disagreed, so the business split. The family gave Mardiros the permission to expand with new locations around LA, and they kept the original for themselves. Mardiros started Zankous all over town. There were now 9 locations, and while business continued to grow, family tensions did also. After her husband died, the aging Marguerite, the matriarch of the garlic sauce, moved in with her daughter Zovig, and not her son, as would be traditional in an Armenian family due to the schism. On January 14th, 2003, after a heated argument, Mardiros shot and killed his sister Zovig and his mother Marguerite. He then took his own life in a double murder-suicide. Iskandarian was in the late stages of colon and brain cancer, which is believed to have had an effect on his mental faculties. The repercussions of this event and the lasting division of the brand into 2 family factions impeded the continuing growth of the business despite Zankou's popularity. In the weeks, months, and years that followed, the Armenians of Hollywood, Montebello, Van Nuys, and Glendale, where their house was located, struggled to come up with answers. The cancer that had filled Mardiros' body had gone to his brain, and he was thinking like a crazy man. No, it wasn't cancer. It was the scars of growing up in Lebanon with a father who was the town drunkard. Or no, haven't you heard that Pepsi offered the family $30 million for the Zankou chain and trademark? Either way, they knew that greed split the family house into 2. If Mardiros' intentions were to erase family entanglements and leave the business and its future to the next generation, he left behind an even bigger mess. A series of court cases followed, including a trademark lapse, which went to trial and ruled that the trademark belonged to both sides. The in-laws then countered with a lawsuit of their own, alleging wrongful death, but the lawyers failed to follow within the statute of limitations, and the suit was dismissed. These days, there are still 2 separately operating Zankou businesses. It's hard to tell the difference because the roast chicken and garlic sauce are still identically delicious. And even though the legacy of the chicken in the restaurant are going to live on, so is the mystery of the Iskandarian murders. All right, LA, it's been a minute.